Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our first fighter to the cage. Out of the red corner, Zhuowen Zheng.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, EFN 21 is underway. Raj Nation here. I'm with Eddie Wineland, the UFC veteran, and fight analyst Christian Reynoso. Guys, we are here. Zhuowen Zheng making his way to the cage. Last time we saw him at Elite Fight Night, unfortunately, his opponent was a no-show.
Yeah, that was the case. He did a great job of preparing, of course, coming out of Fusion Martial Arts. They have a great team right now, budding MMA fighters. He did everything right. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out. My understanding is he was able to roll that camp right into the next, get ready for this spectacular card, and here he is kicking off the night.
Yeah, that's like having two camps in a row. I mean, I've done it. I don't know if you've done it before. It's kind of like you're ready to fight. Hey, we're not fighting. Yeah, it's kind of a kick in the shorts, but you're ready to fight. So give me a day or two to kind of recoup, revamp, and get right back at it. So the next time I'm ready to fight, I'm in that much better shape. So my starting level was here before it was here. Now I'm at a peak condition there.
Zhuowen mentioned when I had a chance to talk to him earlier that it was a terrible feeling to put all that energy and emotion into training only to not have the fight. It's different than knowing even a day or two before that the fight's not happening. This was maybe, 1 hour, possibly even 30 minutes before?
It was a couple hours before,
very last minute.
So you're already starting to get that adrenaline dump because you're ready to fight. Okay, here we go. It's game time. And then somebody shuts the door on you. It's just, well, at that point, you can either cry about it or deal with it. And he's here tonight, so he's dealt with it very nice.
Deal with it he is. And we know tonight his opponent will be showing up, and we're about to hear from him as we send it back to the cage.
And now let's welcome his opponent, fighting on the blue corner, Sergio Fonte.
So he squares off, Zhuowen Zheng squares off against Sergio Fontes. What do we know about this guy, Christian?
Well, he's coming to us out of Daniel Gracie Grand Rapids. Again, another budding team. He's got a lot of up-and-coming amateur fighters. At the helm of the team, they do have an active fighter, though, underneath Cody Air, who he himself is an accomplished mixed martial artist, having fought for big shows. So he knows what it takes to get his fighters prepared. And with that being said, he's one of 3 fighters out of Daniel Gracie's team coming out tonight. Eddie, you know how important it is to have a group of fighters preparing with the same date in mind.
Absolutely. Hey, preparing for the same date and just having that team behind you that knows they're there for you, so they're there to prepare you, whether they've got a fight or whether they don't. It makes it that much better, though, when everybody's got a fight coming on the same night. Everybody's training hard. Everybody's putting in the work. They're all motivated to be there. So when you've got that atmosphere in the gym, it's going to elevate your mood, your emotions. Fight night is going to be that much better.
No, absolutely, and it's one of those things that, it does take a village a lot of times, and to get the intensity just right, to get everyone at the level they need to be, having that extra adrenaline in the gym, everyone preparing on the same date, it's only going to help.
Tail of the tape, as you see on your screen, brought to you by El Pomo Tortilla, serving Chicagoland and beyond for over 50 years. Anything stand out to you on what we're seeing from either fighter?
Pretty evenly matched up fighters. I mean, we talked about it again. They're both debuting fighters. But we did say, Zhuowen had the opportunity to roll that one camp into the next. There is really no such thing as a wasted camp. So despite both of these guys coming out here for their first time, Zhuowen, if you remember, he didn't have the fight, but he did walk out to the cage. He thanked his fans. He had that moment of walking out to the cage and feeling what it's like. Now here he is making it a reality in his debut. But maybe there's something to be said for that, whereas Fontes, this is it. This is the beginning. This is where it starts. But he looks plenty focused stepping into the cage.
Fontes making his way in. He squares off against Zhuowen Zheng. Couple of debut fighters happening right here, right now, as we send it up to the cage and Mike Vale.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Dean and Barbara White Community Center here in Maryville, Indiana, where tonight, live on SportsAce.app pay-per-view, we present to you Elite Fight Night 21, an evening of mixed martial arts action. All outs are presented by Bird's Hot Chicken, Agoji Resistance Apparel, Modelo, The Beast Unleashed, and El Pomo Tortillas. Remember to check out SportsAce.app interactive fight card. Pick winners, play along with all fight night action for a chance to win a 55-inch TV and other prizes. So let's get the action started. Our first bout is in the lightweight division and is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the Birds Hot Chicken red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, official weight 153.8 pounds. Representing Fusion Academy of Martial Arts from Minyang, China, please welcome Zhuowen Zheng. Welcome his opponent, fighting out of the Goji Resistance Apparel blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, official weight 154.9 pounds. Representing Daniel Gracie Grand Rapids from Grand Rapids, Michigan, let's welcome Sergio Fonte. The referee in charge, Bob Hines.
So here we are, kicking off EFN 21. It's Zhuowen Zheng versus Sergio Fontes. This fight is brought to you by El Popo Tortillas, serving Chicagoland and beyond since 1957. We'll see if either of them can win the crowd on their side as they square off.
Oh,
Zheng with a kick
beautiful.
early on.